Hello there everybody. So today we are making a simple wrapback A-line skirt. So this is the fabric that I'll be using today. Already folded my fabric, so let us get started. So I'll start by marking my waistline, and then after that I'll go on and mark the length line. Okay, so this is the length of my skirt. So I made it 75 centimeters including the hemming allowance. Okay, then I'll go on and mark it. Then after that I'll go on and mark my hip line. Okay, so which is the length from my waist down to the hips. Okay, so I usually make mine 20 centimeters, so you can make it 20 or 25 centimeters. And then after that I'll go on and put down my horizontal measurements. So I'll start here on the waistline. So here I'll put a quarter of my waist circumference, which is my waist measurement divided by 4. And then here on the hip line I'll put a quarter of my hip circumference, which is my hip measurement divided by 4. And then when you go down on the length line, so you can add 8 centimeters to your hip measurement there to put the dot on the length line. That one is for the flare. Okay, you just add 8 centimeters to your hip measurement, and then you put the dot there at the bottom. So 8 centimeters to the quarter of your hip circumference. Okay, so and then you go on and connect the dots, and then you have your A-line skirt. And then here on the bottom, here on the side, I usually take this sharp corner out by measuring 2 centimeters up like this, and then just go on and connect the 2 centimeters like this to just kind of take away the sharp straight corner there, so that my skirt is kind of curved there at the bottom. After that, I'll go on and add a 1 centimeter seam allowance on the side. And now we are moving on to the back panel. Okay, so what I'll do here is that I'll use the front panel to make the back panel. But because we are making a wrap skirt, I'll just add 15 centimeters. As you see me do here, I'm adding 15 centimeters on the center back. Okay. So if you feel that you kind of need extra few centimeters here on the back, or on this part where the overlapping part of the skirt, where I am adding 15 centimeters, you can go on and add few centimeters, maybe up to 20 centimeters, it will still be fine. And now we are moving on to the pockets. So I have 2 pieces of fabric here to make my pockets. So the length of the pieces is 22 centimeters the length. Okay, and then the width is 17 centimeters. Okay, so what I'll do now is that I'll just go on and position my tape measure like this. So this is about 18 centimeters. Okay, so I'll put my tape measure like this so that I can be able to take away this corner to make the opening of the pocket. Okay, so that line, it is about 18 centimeters, and then I'll just cut the corner away. Okay guys, so I went on and put the pieces of the skirt together, so the back and the front, and then after that I went on and fit the skirt so that I can see how much I need to take in for the darts. So my skirt will be having darts around the waist at the back, so the front is fine. So because of that additional measurement at the back, darts will be needed. So all you need to do is to fit your skirt, and then there will be gaping. So to close the gaping, you just create dots. So to know the amount that you need to take in for the dots, you just, as you fit your skirt, you just pinch around your waist to see how the skirt fits and to see if the gaping is closing, and then that is the amount you need to take in for your dots. Okay, now let us come back to the pockets. So I have 2 strips of fabric here that will be the facing form to finish up my pockets. Okay, so the length is the same as the mouth of the pocket, so it is about 18 centimeters. You can make it extra to be on the safe side, and then the width is about 3 centimeters. Okay, so what I'll do is that I'll just go on and stitch the facing on. Okay, so I want my pockets to the wrong side to be out like this, as you see here. So I'll go on and stitch here like this on both pockets. So I'll put the facing like this. And now before I go on and stitch the facing, I have other 2 strips of fabric here. So these ones will be for decorating the pockets. Okay, so I'll decorate my pockets here on the sides. Okay, so I'll make ruffles to decorate my pockets. So the width of these strips is 10 centimeters. Okay, and then I fold the 10 centimeters in half to make it 5 centimeters like this. Okay, so what I'll do with them is that I'll go on and make 2 gathering stitches, loose stitches here on top, so that I can be able to gather both the strips. So as I said, that the width of the strips is 10 centimeters and then folded in half to be 5 centimeters. And then the length is, I got it by measuring around here and then multiplied the number that I got here by 1.5. Okay, so you can make it extra maybe by 5 to 10 centimeters. I think I made it extra by 5 centimeters. If you want it to gather more gathers, you can make it extra, is fine, but as long as the minimum it is the 1.5 measurement. Okay, so it is the measurement that you got here and then you multiply that by 1.5. And now the facing is stitched, okay, on both pockets. So what I'll do now is that I'll go on and fold the facing in like this, okay, to finish it up. Go on and fold it like this, and then I can go on and press it with the iron so that it lies nice and flat. And then after that, I just make a fold there on the facing, and then I'll just go on and stitch it, okay, so that it is nicely tucked there and stitched. Okay, so facing will be done like that. And now we come to the ruffles. So I've already made the 2 gathering stitches on one of the strips here, but I just want to show you, before you make your 2 lines of gathering stitches, you just need to fold or hide the raw edge here, and then you just go on and make your 2 lines of gathering stitches. And now here we are, the pockets are attached, but I feel like the pockets are a bit plain, so I want to add more decoration on them so that they don't look so plain. So I'll use this this white bias binding here. So what I'll do, I'll just fold it in half, okay, and then I'll just place it on the seam here between the pocket, where the pocket and the ruffle meet. So I'll just place my bias binding here and then just all around to just bring some brightness on my pockets. And then after attaching the bias ribbons on the pockets, I'll go on and hem the sides of the skirt. So I'll just make a double fold on the sides, both sides of the skirt, to finish them up. And then after that, I'll go on and attach the waist belt. Okay, so I've prepared the belt here. So the length of my belt is about 240 centimeters, and then the width is about 10 centimeters. Okay, so before it is folded, it is 10 centimeters, and then when folded, it will be about 4 centimeters, because I'll start by folding the raw edges in like this, and then I'll go on and fold it in half into a belt like this. After that, I'll go on and attach it on the waist of my skirt.